Morning. I'm Peter Dowd.
And I'm Elsa Ramon. Tonight we are getting a clearer picture of the top priorities for America under a Donald Trump administration.
CBS's 60 Minutes scored the first interview with the president-elect. It was wide-ranging and controversial. KCAL 9's Christy Fajardo joins us now with more on the candid conversation.
Yeah, Peter and Elsa. President-elect Donald Trump said he won't try to overturn marriage equality. He called the Clintons nice people and wouldn't say if he still plans to appoint a special prosecutor to look into Hillary Clinton's emails. And that might not be the only issue where he may be softening his stance.
Sometimes you need a certain rhetoric to get people motivated.
He ran on Build the Wall, but now says a fence in some parts is okay. He vowed to repeal and replace, and now President-elect Donald Trump tells 60 Minutes some elements of Obamacare can stay.
Are you going to make sure that people with preconditions are still covered?
Yes, because it happens to be one of the strongest assets.
You're going to keep that?
Also, with the children living with their parents for an extended period,
You're going to keep
very
that?
much try and keep that.
Even before his first sit-down interview since the election, Trump was already facing a divided nation. Los Angeles and other cities across the country have seen 5 straight days of anti-Trump protests, demonstrators emboldened by Hillary Clinton's win in the popular vote.
That's only because they don't know me. I really believe that. That's only
Well, they
because
listened to you in the campaign, and that's...
I just don't think they know me.
The election has also created more than rifts. There have been acts of violence on both sides, including racial and homophobic slurs that have been leveled at minorities in Trump's name.
I saw 1 or 2 instances.
On social
well, I think
media?
it's a very small amount. Again, I think it's the media.
Do you want to say anything to those people?
I would say don't do it. That's terrible.
Trump says his focus now is on the future and on the Supreme Court, promising an anti-abortion justice, but stops short of saying he wants Roe v. Wade struck down.
If it ever were overturned, it would go back to the states. So it would go back to the states.
Some women won't be able to get an abortion.
No, it'll go back to the states.
By state? No, some...
Yeah. Well, they'll perhaps have
But
to
do
go
you
to
want-
they'll have to go to another state.
And to aid with that choice and others, Trump has named the team to help him transition from candidate to president.
Your own transition team. It's filled with lobbyists.
It's the only people you have down there.
You have
All
lobbyists
is
from
lobbyists.
Verizon.
Can I
You have
read?
lobbyists from the oil gas industry.
Sure.
You have food lobby.
Everybody's a lobbyist down there. That's
Well,
what they
wait.
are. They're lobbyists. They're special
On your own
interests.
transition
We're trying
team.
to clean up Washington.
Today, Trump named 2 White House staffers. The anti-establishment candidate chose an establishment pick to be his chief of staff, Republican National Committee Chair Reince Priebus. He also tapped campaign staffer Steve Bannon for his chief strategist. But Bannon is a controversial pick. Several groups, including the Anti-Defamation League, are denouncing his appointment, concerned about associations with the alt-right, a fringe movement embraced by white nationalists. Back to you.
All right.